I think that the best way to start off would be to go all the way back and talk about the very first video game I ever played. For me, it was Age of Empires 2, The Age of Kings. Now, many of you probably have played this game, especially if you're a PC gamer. As my first video game, Age of Empires shaped my gaming as it is today. I played it for the first time in 3rd grade. A buddy of mine, I was over at his house, he showed me the tutorial and I played that there and then eventually begged my parents to go buy it. I was, of course, quite terrible at it. I was actually pretty scared to scout. I really liked the secluded nature of the black map. I didn't like to actually reveal any of it. I just liked to sit in my little town. I would make 20 villagers, 5 for each resource, and watch the resources slowly trickle in. So it took me forever to get anything done in Age of Empires 2. My parents limited me to only an hour of computer time a day when I was young. And so every time I would go to school, I would just dream. I'd be so excited to get back and play. So I'd get home and stick that CD in and play. I became pretty obsessed pretty quickly, and eventually the disc became so scratched that it stopped working, and that was a very sad day as a 5th grader. I remember I bawled my eyes out several times when it would not start. I actually never played multiplayer at all. I don't think I realized that it was a possibility. I mean, if I had, I would have just been crushed, I'm sure. But due to this and the fact that I wasn't really allowed to play very much, I never really got any better at the game. But still, it was Age of Empires. I loved it, and it really kindled my deep love and a deep appreciation I have for all RTS games. And I, of course, bought and played the Age of Mythology and Age of Empires 3. Age of Empires 3 really defined my high school gaming life. Me and my buddies would bring our computers all over to one house, and we would connect them all via LAN network cables. It usually took us 2 or 3 hours to get that set up, and when it finally started working, we would play all through the night, all the way through. I still wasn't any good. Not really any of us were. I feel like in high school we would have been smart enough to figure out like viable strategies, but we kind of ended up all just turtling and then attacking at some point, and whoever had the best economy and macro would win. Generally that was my friend, not me. I was so scared of scouting still. Never really got over that, even in high school. And I was a very passive-aggressive player and would just kind of build up and hope no one attacked me and eventually attack someone from behind when they were busy dealing with someone else, if it was a free-for-all. It wasn't until college that I really started to research and look into and actually figure out, like, what is the optimum way, what is the optimum build order for this civilization, and even to look at other strategy games such as StarCraft or Dawn of War or something like that, and just see what the pros did and see how different it was to how I was playing the game. I mean, even the fact that you should be building a villager at all times at your town center was the new concept to me in college, which is kind of funny to think about. It's like when I played the game, I never really thought hard enough about it to see how I could get better. I just played it and tried to enjoy it. I played by the tutorial, I guess. Now, of course, I'm a total tryhard, and I look up guides and watch pro games, and I try to copy what they do, but I don't have the time to actually be very good at it. So, anyway, I'm going to stop the history of Age of Empires with me for now, and I'm going to kind of focus on the game that you see playing in the background. This was a 1v1 that I did last night, and I haven't played in a while. I just basically reinstalled Age of Empires 2 for this video, and just a lot of nostalgia in this game. But I wanted to try and commentate this game, kind of talk about what happened in it. More of a reflection of the game, actually. So I'm playing as the Franks, and he's playing as the Saracens. And I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it here. The start of Age of Empires 2 games are always pretty slow. And this is basically me failing at doing a efficient and fast castle build, which is where you get to the castle age as fast as possible so you can start making a lot of villagers with 2 TCs, 2 or 3 TCs actually. Anyway, so he moves in at really pretty late with 3 scouts, so it looks like he's doing a scout rush. It's just not really a rush, he's doing the scout harass, I guess. And so that's really going to slow down his age time, and since I'm already almost to the castle age, it's not really that effective. He does get my miners off of gold, which is going to lessen my gold income, but I've already got a decent bank for this period of time in the game anyway. So yeah, there I am, I'm at castle age. He's continuing to
be very annoying with his scouts. But I'm building spearmen as fast as I can, so I've got the exactly correct counter for this. He does end up killing, I think, 1 or 2 of my villagers, which is... I decided to stay and fight. I probably should have just ran. But anyway, so I've driven that off, and I've got enough spearmen to kind of keep it driven off. I'm going to make some jump cuts here, and we're just going to kind of fast forward the game a little bit, but still keep it regular speed. So basically, I decided to start building a house wall there, kind of cut off that avenue of harass. I'm building the town center, and I'm going to be soon upgrading to the pikemen, which you can see there. So now I've got a second gold mine. I don't have to worry if those 2 villagers get pushed up for gold. I've got steady gold income. What I'm really trying to do here is just build enough pikemen to keep him off of my villagers, and then build enough villagers to just econ boom my way ahead of the game. My plan is, since I'm the Franks and they have very good knights, I was going to do a night rush. Now, it could have been a lot faster than it is, but that's just because my castle time was so bad. I mean, it still was fine for this game, but it wasn't fast enough for like a more hardcore game. So yeah, I'm going to plan on building 3 stables, and I'm just going to focus on producing enough food and gold to build knights constantly. So I come over here, and there's a little forward base I didn't know about. He's got a stable and 2 archery ranges right there. So I guess that's where his scouts come from. I'm not sure. Kind of back off with the pikemen. He sent in some random archers, but not really anything crazy. And so I'm going to fast forward till the moment of when the knights pop out. And so now it's go time. I've got about 11 knights, I think, 10 or 11 knights, and I'm just going to absolutely murder his archers and any scouts that are around, if any scouts are even left. And that alarm bell was actually a tower that is in my wood line, which I didn't really notice right away, so I actually did lose, I think, 1 villager, maybe 2 villagers over there. Which is pretty bad. It was pretty bad control on my part. And it wasn't, I mean, it's not a bad idea to tower your opponent's woodline this late in the game, especially if he doesn't have anything to deal with it. But in this case, I could just move the villagers to somewhere else. I have map control because I have so many knights, which he wasn't expecting at all, but it doesn't look like. And so usually when you tower someone's resource, an opponent's resource, towering wood is a great idea, but usually you do it really early on, and it's basically a rush. It's called a tower rush, and you just keep him off of his resources with your towers. And it can be very effective if it's done right, and if you place your towers really smartly. But at this point, it's kind of late to do that, and it's just too easy for me to relocate and get resources somewhere else. Especially with the kind of map control that I have with these knights. So anyway, it took me forever. I don't know what I was doing here with these villagers. I really should have had them already chopping down wood a lot faster than I did, but that's all right. So my knights are headed over. I've cleaned up all of his units. I killed that stable because he is the Saracens, and so he's going to get camels. And I was worried about him countering my knights really heavily with those camels. Also trying to make sure I keep my upgrades going. That is probably one of my biggest weaknesses when I play this game, or games like it, like Age of Empires 3 or RTSs in general. It's just remembering to upgrade my units. I really am not great at that. I mean, I don't think I've upgraded all the market or all the like resource gathering things, that like the wheelbarrow, stuff like that. Like that stuff is key, and that stuff I kind of slipped through the cracks in the heat of the moment. So yeah, he was trying to wall off, but it looks like he forgot to do it completely, and so my knights are basically have free reign at this point. So even though he's got 2 towers on my base, they're not really an issue. They're just shooting a house, which is pointless. So I'm just wrecking his villagers. And to defend against this, he built towers, which is, again, kind of odd and interesting. It was definitely annoying. It slowed down my attack because I had to kind of deal with his towers, or else I was going to lose all of my horsemen. Well, not all of them, but lose. Yeah, I probably would lose most of them if I didn't attack the towers at all, if I just focused in on the town center. But I mean, it wouldn't really matter if I lost them at this point. They're kind of expendable. But knights are strong enough to hold up to Archfire. And he actually did a great job of placing his towers far enough apart that they could shoot at each other's bases, because until you upgrade murder holes, towers can't actually shoot down. And so once you get right up on them, they can't actually do anything. See, like that burning tower isn't shooting arrows at all, because it doesn't have any in range. But I'm not sure why I switched targets there. Anyway, so I'm fast forwarding because basically I'm just killing his towers, and I'm gonna go kill his military buildings. He just advanced to the castle age as well, so he had enough resources to do that. So at this point, I am worried about camels, and so I go and destroy his other stable that I know of. I kind of have neutered his ability to make any kind of direct counter to my units, and now it's just me focusing down the TC. And at that rate, and with that many knights, it's not going to take very long. And as soon as those villagers pop out, I'm just going to eat them all up. There's one spearman. I don't know where he came from. I don't know why he did it. There weren't more. That would have been very helpful for him. Get some knights on those villagers, let the rest of them take down that 2C. At this point, it's definitely over for him. And he realizes that. There's the GG. It was a good game. It was fun. Not as difficult as I was worried about, especially since I'm so rusty. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary, and I hope you guys look forward to watching some of my other videos from the rest of the channel.